This is Kevin Gamertag Magilla. I'm finally back with more Stuntman Ignition. Fortunately, I won't be able to do live commentaries, and because the Dazzle still kind of sucks, or maybe my computer does, it didn't record the game audio either. So there's just me commentating over it, which isn't too bad for this game because mostly all you hear is the stunt director yelling at me what to do, and it's not that great. Granted, the sound effects are a little nice, but we'll make do. So here is this run. It's the last one of the Whoopin' and Hollerin' 2 movie. And the first time I had done it, I'd got a 2-star anyway, and this run goes a little bit better, even though it's off to a really crappy start. I'm going to miss one more this stunt right here, as I totally just ram right into the back of that dude and crap it out. But this run did not really feel well when I was doing it because of those 3 mistakes, but right now I'm just going to string the rest of this, and even when I was done, I still felt like, because I strung it together so you look at your score and you don't see all the huge stuff, I'm like, man, that is super low. But it turned out okay. Now this one is, for me, was really tough to do at first because there's so many times where the way you want to go is not where you should go. Like right here, you got to go way off to the right to hit that jump onto this ramp and go over. And I keep thinking I want to be to the left, like on the road and actually following them. Which is one of the tricks with some of these follow missions, is that at certain points in time, you don't really follow them anymore. You just go where the game tells you, and you're taking like a different way around to catch up with them. Here, this part of the chase is really nice because you're in this scrapyard, and there's tons of stuff for you to get close to. There's so many times, like, right there's like 4 things in a row, and there'll be barrel, wall, other wall, and you just rack up huge multipliers, and there I think I thought I was going to go under that semi again, but that was wrong. And here I almost mess up, but thankfully I hit so much stuff that it throws me back to where I want to be, and I go through this awesome pile of code I think looks really cool, plus got me a times 100 multiplier. It's going to get me a badge, and I think that one actually gets you an achievement if you didn't already have it. So that was actually pretty fun. And yeah, at the end, once you get the score, you could hear the director and the guys talking. They were talking about how awesome I was, and I was completely confused because it didn't feel good at all when I did it. But yeah, so I got 4 stars on that one. And you'll see what I unlock here, and then I'm gonna go and play the trailer for the Whoopin' and Hollerin' movie, which is created, like, most of it's, pre-rendered, but then there is the stuff of you actually driving and doing the stunts that you get as well. There I unlocked Overdrive, which when I said earlier was like a Fast and Furious movie, was wrong, but here's the trailer. This audio is still here, so we'll watch this.
Alright. Now how look? Do I look mean?
Oh yeah, you look mean, Sheriff. You look mean.
Well, maybe this will be enough to remind them boys whose town this is.
Get those boys!
That's what the trailers look like in this game, and now we're going to be coming up on some gameplay. I'm going to start the super big action movie one. As I've said before, like I talked about the directors and that and how they talk to you and what they say, and like they all have different characters. This one's definitely like the action star who's now directing his own movies, which I guess would be a little Sylvester Stallone-ish. And he yells at you a lot because he doesn't want the stuntman to make the stunts look crappy, and since he's the one doing the stunts, he wants him to look good. Now right off the bat, I'm driving the semi-truck with this giant missile on the back, so it probably doesn't look great for me, but it really controls better than it looks like it will. And the trailer's pretty quick to recover from crazy turns, and it's not as awful as you'd think, and it wasn't as awful as I remember it being and expected to be when I saw it. So yeah, like that, I guess that one's a little rough because there's so much trailer to get through these gaps that it's easy to hit them. But I do manage to make it through some of them. Yeah, there I go crazy to the left to go by these signs to get the close to keep the string going. And that's kind of one of the things that always gets me in trouble in this game is going off course to try and keep the streak going. There I tried to go by some other, what I thought was a sign, but apparently wasn't anything that kept the streak going. But, that happens, and I'll live with it. It's still going to end up being a good run, and this one's pretty easy to do. It's a fairly quick one. There's lots to do. This is the only tough part is you got to line up this jump, and right after that, there's all those explosions going on, and can make it a little tough to make sure you're lined up. That one, of all I think I captured 3 runs of me doing this, and that was the best one of me actually jumping through the wall into this place too, so I'm pretty happy with that, and 4 stars isn't bad. So now I'm going to come up on the next one, and it's going to be a motorcycle one, which isn't too bad. This run was kind of ugly. It looks ugly. I hit enough of the stunts and string enough stuff together that I get a good score on it of 4 stars, but you'll see what I mean. There's a couple of times where I fall off the bike, but I'm still in frame and can keep going to finish the job. Here they try and start you off a little rough, making you go left and then right when really it would have been easier to go right and left. But I guess that's, what makes it a challenge. Here I like on this one, you're hitting the action button and makes your guys shoot the gun and do stuff. And I really do like this action movie one just because there's so much of the kind of stunts that I like to see in movies as well. And not just the ones that are so driving centered. Yeah, this is the one that they talk about this stunt, like that being the signature one where you gotta jump right through that gap and then hit that action sequence and get close to shit. Here's where I thought I had totally screwed myself over, but you're supposed to hit a jump that puts you over the helicopter and still kind of land in this area. And then you've got to hit this big jump to finish off the badge sequence. Oh no, it's the action you do there. Which I almost felt bad about nailing that 3 stunt trick in a row like that after I'd just fallen off, but oh well, sometimes you get lucky like that. And here I finished this one even though I knocked off. So it's another 4-star run. They're not the prettiest, but they all got the job done. And hopefully I'll be able to figure out a way to do live commentary again and probably need more RAM for my computer or something.